Follow the rules and don't try to be a hero.
Doctor.
Don't look at me like that. My hands are tied.
Hello, and welcome to this special dialogue where we're talking about the exciting new feature film that just got released on Amazon.
That's right. Drop into the comments below. We'll put links to the Amazon video. It's also going to be on Tubi, Roku, and other streaming platforms as well.
Yeah.
You can also join our Patreon where we'll put extra behind the scenes, extra scenes from the movie, and more content just like this one.
Yes, and we're the filmmakers behind the movie.
Yes, we are. The director, great lead actor.
Thank you.
And we're also the producers.
This is The Misadventure of Unlikely Heroes.
The backdrop of the movie is COVID and the pandemic, but the movie isn't really about, a virus spreading, killing people. It's more about the journey of two guys that have to escape circumstances that are bigger than themselves.
That's true.
And that sounds like a very generic storyline. That sounds like every movie, right?
Yeah.
But we wanted to tell it in our voice, in our story. And when you watch it, it's going to be oddly relatable
It is.
because a lot of the themes, a lot of the dynamics between the characters, it's right from real life.
Yeah.
It's just in this setting, in this backdrop, but you'll watch the movie and you'll see how it'll strike a chord with, I think, most people.
Yes, it does. I remember sitting down. You're right, crew. So when we sat down, we wanted to make a movie.
Yeah.
But we also wanted to write a story which we can make, right? But at the same time, we don't want to be limited when it comes to ideas, right? So we wrote this idea of these two guys, right? Stuck at a location where they need to get out, and that was the idea that we always kept going back to, even though we have other ideas, and we just we want to write a serious story, but we also have a sense of humor, right, when it comes to our content. So there's a lot of moments throughout the movie where okay, crew, maybe this can be funny, we just can't help it. So when you watch the movie, you'll laugh at some portion, oh, these guys.
Yeah, it's funny you say that because this is not a straight up comedy movie. That's
It's
the thing,
not.
because
It's
we
not.
wanted to write a story that's more serious. It's more like mystery drama, but then the comedy's there.
Yeah, it's comedy there because
It's
we're based on
relatable.
reals. This is
Yeah.
what we do.
So we do. Yeah, so I think we blended the genres and we tried to make a story that's exciting from page to page. So yeah, hopefully you guys like it.
Yeah. What do you mean? Hopefully, you will like it.
They will.
You
man.
will like
Oh,
it
for sure.
Just focus on getting better. You need to come back in one piece. Don't be a dumbass.
Tired of this place, Dr. Gus line.
Who is this? Vijay? Vijay, is that you?
Oh, hi, Auntie. Is Sheila home?
The virus boy. Stop calling here.
We brought in a lot of people that we've worked with in the past just because we knew what kind of roles especially cast, because we knew how they would play it. We kind of worked well together on sketches before, but the one thing that they all brought was energy. I know that sounds like a soft answer, but man, when you're a small team, you're trying to get this independent project going.
Yes.
You need everyone there to be on board, to believe in your vision, and everyone from Ilya to Zazu to even Kananan, man, who's behind the camera right now. He came in and
Yes.
he helped us when we needed help,
Yes.
man. It's just building a good team, man. Everyone's energy has to be there, and we have a crazy vision to make a movie, right? The movie won't happen if we don't believe it.
Yeah, exactly.
So everyone has to be on board with our vision. So I think the energy and the dedication they have to follow us down this stupid, crazy path.
Yeah, and on top of that, they're talents too.
Yeah.
We simply didn't go with them because we knew them. We selected them because they managed to fit that roles that we wrote.
For sure.
Right.
For sure. Yes.
And I want to give special shout out to Tulessia, man. I was doing a scene with her, one of the lead in this movie, and her performance is so it's very grounded. And I was like, oh man, I was struggling to keep up with her because, oh my God, I don't know if my acting is matching with hers, because hers is really phenomenal, right?
That's the thing. We have much better actors than ourselves in the movie that have to, and then we have to raise our game to match it, right?
Exactly.
Tulessia is one of them. She's gonna be huge, man.
Yeah. And also music director, Praveen Money.
Praveen Money. Yeah,
right?
that was a huge thing for him to come
Yeah.
on board and work with us. This guy's worked with A.R. Rahman in the past.
Yeah.
He worked on projects like Gajani, Slumdog and stuff.
Yeah,
doing the
such a
music for-
huge talent that we brought into our project, which elevated the quality of our product, right?
Yeah.
Like we gave him a cue sheet, and me and crew, like, we wrote down what type of music that we were looking for, and he just gave like bunch of options to play around with, and just fast paced, like, this is what we're looking for. He just like the things that he gave us, it was phenomenal.
Yeah,
And you'll definitely notice it once you start watching the movie, like how each scene is being elevated with the music.
Yeah, because one comment that we got after the opening night is that like they're the fans were talking to us and like friends were talking about how well the music goes with the scenes.
Yes.
I mean, I saw it as we were editing it, but then to see it in the theaters on the big screens in surround sound and to get the music that correctly matches with the emotions, like it takes you on a ride.
Dude, I just want to mention this scene. Like, we're watching, so this movie played at the theaters in Toronto, right?
Yeah.
And there was these kids in the theater, and I was sitting in the back. These kids, man, they was like, because of the music, because of the scene that was happening, they were so fixed onto the screen because it was that tense, right? Normally, kids just get irritated. They just want to leave. They want to.
You're talking about little kids, like,
yeah,
like
little
4 or
kids.
5
I'm talking
years?
about 6 years old, right? They just loved it because I think what made the scene phenomenal is the music, right?
Yeah.
And on top of that, the sound mixing too.
Yeah,
right?
Kirtikan, who shout out, he was
Yeah.
Yeah.
He did a phenomenal job. So he's based in BC, Vancouver.
Yeah.
And he did a sound mixing. And all the sounds that you hear in the movie, like the punching,
that
a
was
lot of
him.
the action, the bottle breaking, is all him.
Him and his Foley artist. Yeah.
Foley artist. Huge shout out to him. He did a phenomenal job.
Oh, you didn't hear it from me, but it wouldn't be the first time.
What do you mean by that?
Whoa, step back there.
No, I just want to know
Too close. Okay, but I'm not gonna have to ask you to step back.
Did people die here? Like, are we safe? I just want some answers. Man, I love my character. I play the role of Vijay.
Leah Talabadi, Vijay.
No. The role of just regular Vijay.
Why is Vijay in so many of our scripts? You look at all my basic meal scripts. Vijay, Dhanush.
It's an easy name to write a role for, I
Yeah.
think. Right? What I like about my character is that, he has so much energy, and at the same time, he's just a very grounded, regular individual, right? He's at times he is selfish.
He's a mess up.
Yeah, he's a mess up. And just like every other people, right?
Yeah.
I can resonate with my character, right? But at the end, he knows what's right and what's wrong, and he'll fight for what he believes in, right? And sometimes what he's saying doesn't really come across as like the right thing to do at the times, but he's very good at convincing people, right? And he take risk. And obviously sometimes he faces the consequences for it. But, that's why I like it, because I can resonate with that character, man. Like, especially when he cares about his family. Does he have family members? No.
His loved ones. Yeah.
His loved ones, right?
Yeah.
And what about your character, man?
Chris's character, which is kind of the opposite to yours, he's a guy that like doesn't really take risks, right? He tries to be the responsible one and like follows the rules.
Yeah.
And so we just wanted to write a script where we kind of saw how these two points of view went on the same journey, because they are on the same journey. They just have two different perspectives.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. And we see how it turns out for them. And yeah, it was tough. The toughest thing was trying to direct and be the actor at the same time. I don't think I'll ever do that again. It just seems so stupid and like a little bit egotistical, Like I'm directing it and that's standing in front of the camera. I'm like, oh, do I look good?
Yeah, I can
It's like-
resonate. I can resonate with that too, because I was a chef.
You're a chef.
Yeah, I was a chef, man. I was preparing the food and everything.
Oh, in the movie, yeah, you were cooking the food too.
So I was an actor, and I was making meals for my fellow actors.
Yeah, the next time we do a movie, we're doing less work.
Yeah, less work.
Less
I
work.
want to focus on one thing. I think you should be focused on one thing,
One
because
thing.
we're overwhelmed with a lot of things.
Yeah, we did our own makeup. That was the first time I wore makeup. I wore a concealer. I went to the store. I went to Sephora. I told them I'm doing a movie, and they got impressed, and I felt like a big shot.
Okay.
And then I'm like, how do I cover up my pimples and eye bags? And
Yeah.
they gave me like a concealer.
So that was your first time wearing makeup?
Yeah.
And how did
And every day before the shoot at like 6 a.m., I'll take my ring fingers and they told me how to apply it. So then I'd
Yeah.
like, cover my face up so I don't look tired at 6 a.m. in the morning.
Yo, yeah, shout out to that person who helped you at Sephora.
Yeah, but never again can we do that. It's just, it's just so much work.
Yeah, it is.
We wrote the movie. Let's just do one job at a time. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah,
next
we were
time.
doing 10 different things, man. But it was enjoyable though.
Yeah, it was fun. It was a ride.
After that, after that rap day,
Yeah.
we felt so good about it.
Yeah, and now you could go on Amazon and watch it and watch see if you could tell if I blended my makeup well.
Yeah. Yes, do that in the comment.
What else do you want to tell our audience?
Hey, man, we talked for a long time for only one thing.
Yeah, the one thing that matters.
Please go watch the movie.
Yeah,
on
it's on
Amazon,
Roku,
Plex,
Tubi.
Roku, Tubi. Yeah, everywhere.
Yeah.
Just watch it. Write a review. Tell us what you think about it.
Yeah, if you want to know where to find these links, go on this YouTube video's comment section. We'll put links to all wherever you can find it. We'll keep on updating that as more platforms are released throughout the world.
And tell your friends, family, everyone, please.
Yeah, because we know so many people wanted to watch it, but we only had a limited release in Canada, right?
Yeah.
Now you can watch it wherever you are in the world. And then we want to see you go on IMDb and rate the movie.
Yes.
5 stars, 10 stars, sorry, whatever the star is.
Yeah, let's make it the most highly rated movie. Yes.
And let's try to beat Avatar.
You know what is number one movie on IMDb right now?
Yeah, what?
What is it? Shawshank.
The Shawshank Redemption? Yeah. That's a good movie.
So
That's one of my favorites.
Let's beat that movie.
You think this can beat Shawshank Redemption?
No, man. That was one of that's one of my favorite
How
movies.
dare you?
That's one of my favorite movie. This is also one of my favorite movie, but I just love everything about that.
Okay.
Yeah. I love everything about this movie too.
Yeah.
But because you know what? I have a history with that movie.
Oh,
And
man.
the history with this movie is only 3 years or 2 years.
Oh, okay.
So
Hopefully this movie makes history though, man.
it will.
It's your first movie. You're the star.
Yeah. And yeah, exactly, man.
Yeah.
It will, man. It will. It already is.
Yeah.
Right? It already is. So it is currently making history.
Yeah. So watch this movie wherever you can. Go on IMDb, review it, DM us, comment us, join our Patreon so we can have discussions on this movie.
Yes.
And we'll see you in the next film.
Yes. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you so much.